Namaste, welcome to the RST group of YouTube channels, and today we are here again with the chapter number 1 of class 6 history, and the name of the chapter is what, where, how and when. With the name of the chapter we can easily get to know that today we are talking about the time, because all these terms they basically belong to time. Either we can take the example of what, where, how and when. So as you know that it is the subject of history. So very first topic is what. With the question what, that what the people basically in the earlier times, what did they do and in which type of house they used to live, what things they ate, what clothes they wear, all these things considered under the particular topic what. Coming to the next topic, where. Now coming to the topic, again we are talking about the history, so all things related to history is there in the topic where. Where did the early men they used to live, what did they do, where did they do, where did they used to find their occupation, where they find their homes and all these things. How. Coming to the word how means how they used to do or how they used to live their livelihood or how they used to do their works, in which manner they used to do this. And when regards consider the particular time, because in this topic or in history we basically talk about the previous time. So all these terms denote with either the what, where, how and when. All these terms denote with the history. The very first topic, because it's the first time you people are aware about the particular topic history, so it is the first time topic that is known as the archaeologist. Now who are the archaeologists? They are the very important terminology in the history topic of history, that people who study the object made and used in the past. That means archaeologists are the people who used to excavate the things from under the ground, and through these things we can get to know about how the people in the earlier time they used to live, what they used to eat, what they used to wear. All these things we get to know about the things which we get from the past through the excavation. And who did this excavation? That person is known as the archaeologist. Now the one term that came under this archaeologist terminology, that is excavation. Now what do you understand by the word excavation? Excavation is the process of digging under the surface of the earth in order to find the objects. That means because it is a normal thing with the span of time when the people used to live and they used to die and they used to bury their dead bodies. One of the layers they continue. There was a layer with the span of time that covers the surface, and archaeologists are the person who used to dig, and the process of the digging is known as excavation. Now coming to the what do we get from the excavation, or what did the archaeologists found from the excavation? They found the sources. The sources are things through which we can get to know how the people they used to live in the past, what did they used to eat, how was their life. All these things they are known as the sources. Now sources are of different types. Basically we can classify the sources into three terms. One is the archaeological sources, that all the things that can be excavated from the under the ground. Or second is the visual sources, that those things which we can visualize. And the third one is the literary sources, the things which we can study. So the earlier books that were written in the earlier times, they were also considered under the literary sources, and the paintings and the paintings and the epics, all these were known as the visual sources. And third one, archaeological sources. Through the archaeology or excavation, the archaeologists used to dig out the pots or the pottery the earlier men used, how the grains, their lives and their houses in which they used to live. All these things they are known as the sources. Now another term that comes in this chapter is tributaries. Tributaries means a smaller rivers that flow into a larger river. That we can take the example of a river Ganga. River Ganga is a very huge and big river, and we have already heard about the river Yamuna, Son, Chambal. All these rivers, they basically come and flow and get mixed with the river Ganga, and that these rivers are known as the tributaries of the river Ganga. So as the one earlier river was river Indus, on which the name of our country that was kept on the name of the river Indus, because when the early people they came from other part of the country, when they came, or Aryans they came to India, they have to cross the river Indus because it was a boundary line, and once they crossed that line, because of that river they used to call the people Indo, and that's why the name India was being kept. Now how the people started living. So the archaeologists they found it that basically 8,000 years ago the beginning of agriculture occurred, or we can say the people who started living in the Suleiman and the Kirthar hills. Now they are in present we can found the Suleiman and the Kirthar hills in the Pakistan. Now the beginning of the agriculture was happened there, so we can find that the first crop which the people at the early men they started growing, they were known as the barley or the wheat. And the first animals, because earlier at that time basically earlier man they were known as the hunters and the gatherers. Hunter means the person who used to hunt the animals in the forest, because at that time the people they were living in the forest, they don't know how to live in the groups or how to live in the houses. So they at that time the people who used to live in the forest they were known as the hunters, and the people who used to gather the things or collect the things from the forest, because they completely at that time they were completely dependent upon the nature. So the things which they got from the nature they were known as the gatherers, because they used to gather the things for their livelihood. So earlier time men were also known as the hunters and the gatherers. Later on when they started living with the animals and they started living, and when the discovery of the fire was there, or we can say on the Mesolithic period, because the historians are divided into the earlier period into 3 periods: the Neolithic period, the Mesolithic period, and the third one period. So when the fire was discovered in the Mesolithic period, at that time the agriculture and the people started living in the people started having the herders. They become the herders also, because they now started rearing the animals also, and they choose such type of animals which can be domesticated, which cannot be harmful for them. So it took a span of time, it took a large time. The people started rearing such animals which were useful for them, from which they can take the milk or they can take the meat also, but they were not harmful for the earlier men. So in the Paleolithic period, the earlier men were hunters. In the Mesolithic period, the men started living in the groups, and the very first houses, because they were not aware about how to live in the houses, so they started digging the houses, and these houses were known as a pit house. So we can found, or the archaeologists they found some pit houses in the Kashmir, a Burjahom, that is a place that is in the Kashmir in the present. So they found the pit houses under, that means the house that was dug under the ground. Now when the people started growing the crops and they started using the fire, and the wheel was being invented, suddenly the life of the people they started changed, and before 4,000 years the first cities came into the immersion. Now the first cities we can have in the next coming chapter, we will discuss about the first cities, and one of the biggest first cities that is the Indus Valley civilization. Now the Indus Valley civilization means the civilization started in the valley of the Indus. As I told you that this civilization or the people started living near the rivers, because the rivers were a very from there they can get the water, and they can easily go, all the animals they used to come, so the hunters and the gatherers, and always the people used to search, move from one place to another place in search of the food and the things. But when they started living and when they settled down, they started growing the crops also, and now the people became the farmer also, the early men. When they started farming, now they started living in the groups also, and the first cities or the villages they come into the occurrence. Now 4,000 years ago, Indus Valley civilization came into the occur. Now one of the biggest kingdom, now they started people living in the village, then they started living in the cities, and they started living in the kingdoms, Janpads, Mahajanpads. We will all discuss in the further chapters. And one thing, the Magad kingdom that emerged into 2,000 years ago, that was one of very important kingdom, because always in the history it always having a very powerful position we will study in the further crops. So as we have discussed that the crops, the first men used the were known as the wheat and the barley and the rice in the north of Himalaya, Vindhyas. So basically wheat, barley and rice, they are considered as the first crops, and the sheep and the early men become the herders. They started rearing the animals like the sheep and the goat also, and so sheep and goat are considered as the first animals to be herded. So these are some of the things through which we can get to know about the chapter of the how early men started their living and how the history comes to know, and how we can get to know about the history through the archaeologists, through the archaeology. And again I am describing it to you because of the sources, the literary sources, the visual sources and the archaeological sources. All these three sources help us to know about the history that our early men used to live, and history is basically a subject which relates our past with our present. So we can easily get to know how our early men used to live and how it relates now how we used to live. So what the archaeologists found, like the pots, they were very similar to the pots which we use in the present time also. So that means the people living in the same type of the living which we are, but now the things had advanced, so we are living in a very advanced technology. Thank you.